All right, this is jack bean planting and Syntropic agroforestry demonstration. This is a little Chinese planter. It works pretty well. It has a little hopper and a little triangle foot peg there, a little stainless thing, and you press it into the ground and it releases some seeds and kind of pokes the hole and drops them in all at the same time without having to bend over. You kind of plunge it and push it as you go along. But we got jack bean, nitrogen fixer, covers the soil, adds a green manure crop. Load these up into this hopper. These are jack beans we grew in harvest. We do sell jack bean also on our website if it's something you guys want to get into. It makes a nice bushy vinyl ground cover. It's a nitrogen fixer again, and it repels a certain parasitic root knot nematode or some kind of nematode that I remember seeing on the research. You can eat them green when they're in green bean stage. Don't eat them when they're mature like this. They have a little toxin, but I'll show you guys how to plant this. All right, we're gonna show you how this works here. You push it down, it drop some seeds in. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. There it is. They're in there. And that little bit of dirt goes over them and they get planted. I'm kind of just eyeballing the spacing. Sometimes it'll drop 2 or 3. The jack beans are a little bit big for this machine, so it doesn't work as good as it does with pigeon pea or cow pea. But it's working okay now. And you can see it's dropping between 1 to 2, sometimes 3 if it doesn't drop one of them, and then it does a 2. There it goes. Works pretty good. And that's the lid for it, and this is the hopper. Sometimes they get jammed on the jack beans. They're pretty big beans, but we're coming in along the edge. About every 10 to 12 inches or so, I'm dropping 1 to 2 beans, like I said. So, that's all the way down. That's how you do it. And the idea is to plant a lot of support species for each one of these little fruit trees. So we want to protect these trees from the cold winds, the hot sun, the hot dry wind. Keep the soil moderated, and grow our mulch in place. So these support species will be chopped and cut and placed around these fruit trees. So there's a habitat like this bed right here. This is Tithonia, an ice cream bean, and it hasn't been cut or serviced in a long time. We've been shading the soil, and we're going to come back and plant fruit trees on that bed. But that's how we're doing it. Here we got some yellow flowered pigeon pea seeds. Actually, I think this is a red one. They're kind of dark colored. This is a red pigeon pea, or purple. And we're planting them down the midline of these hanonas. These are little sugar apples here. And they're nitrogen fixing pigeon pea. I'm coming about 2 or 3 feet off the tree here, getting about 5, 6, 7, 8 pigeon peas. So I have extra. I'm wanting to make sure they grow and scratching out a little spot, putting a little mulch over it. So it's about 3 feet down the center. We'll come back with leucanana in the center. 3 feet, plant pigeon pea. Don't even need to do it in the cedar. It's just really quick, and this row's done in 1 minute. So it doesn't take much time to plant trees if you do it this way. And a little sand, a little mulch, and they're coming up. And got some thunderstorms brewing. It's probably gonna rain, and give them some water and they'll be coming up. So we're almost done with the row. So we got the mombassas in. One other thing we're gonna do, we kind of needed a few more here to finish the row out, and so I'm gonna direct plant seed in these little spots right here, and we'll see how direct seeding versus planting the starts work out. See if they catch up by the end of the year or what, but we're gonna direct seed some mombassa in and compare it to those down there. So this next couple of days we put the mombassa grasses in. We planted those jack beans. Here's an update on the jack bean. It's been maybe 3 or 4 days and they're busting out of the ground. You can see them there. We just came in and planted these little mombassa grass plugs. I think we did 3 feet apart. I had grown these in a nursery tray from seed. We have mombassa grass seed here. It's a Panicum Maximum cultivar mombassa, and the jack beans are doing well. So we got the mombassas in, the little custard sugar apples are planted. We went and put the pigeon pea down the midline, and the mombassas are on the edge. So that's kind of, I mean, you can go crazier, you can put more stuff. This is gonna fill in pretty good here, I think. This is enough for my management. This is the first time we're experimenting with the mombassa. So we got them planted in here along the edge. And this is the carpet grass. So it kind of stays short. It's not that big of a deal, so. And then there's some turmerics coming up. But wanted to give you an update. We'll keep an eye on this bed, see how it does. It's a Syntropic agroforestry planting. There's not, we're still waiting for leucanias, that's right. So those will be the nitrogen fixing big trees that go in the middle. So we got pigeon peas, and then there'll be a leucanana. So that's what we're waiting on. I have little seedlings of those started in the nursery, and when they get big enough, I'll come and put them in. So that's it for now.